Hello and welcome, or welcome back if you're returning. My name is Burr, and if you are a fan of MMOs, RPGs, JRPGs, obscure video games, art, or music, then you should subscribe because that's what we do here. Also, don't forget to follow if you are watching on Twitch and like the video on YouTube. We are going to be doing our 900 subscriber stream, aiming for this Saturday. It's a PlayStation 2 obscure video game. Looks like we're gonna be playing Shadows of Memory, I think is the name. Shadow of Memories, or could be Shadow of Destiny. It's got two names. One's Japanese and one's American, or English, I should say. But we're playing the English version, and we are going to be doing that hopefully on Saturday, or not Saturday, Sunday. I gotta test out my PlayStation 2 this week, and I will make a video announcing that shortly. Saturday we're gonna be doing maps, which is fun, and that's Final Fantasy XIV maps. So if you want to join in, or just come watch us, that'll be a good stream. Anyway, today we are playing Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker MSQ. I'm so bummed we couldn't play yesterday, but I know that there's a good big patch for everybody. Especially for people who have already gotten through Dawn Trail, which is exciting. So that's okay. We're here today, though, and we're continuing, making our way slowly towards Dawn Trail. So let's get into it. Hello, Sean. Hi, Latios. Welcome in, guys. I've already seen Latios in-game, but it's good to see you in chat, too. All right. We have to talk to this lady. Oh yeah, last thing we did was see Xenos, and he just like super chopped that big old ugly monster. So yeah. So cute. Ah, the Lalas, they're adorable. Okay, let's get into it.
No major injuries then. Good. I briefed the recovered soldiers and sent them on their way as quickly as I could, but nevertheless feared they would not make it in time.
The additional support was invaluable. Your men saved more than a few lives. Though not all, I regret to say.
Elfie's got such a big heart. Poor BB.
I take it that I'm addressing Lucia Junius. I'm the Forum's envoy, Forchano Leveilleur. And you are owed an explanation for these most dire developments.
I'm so glad he's not being an a-hole anymore.
Another trial wrought by the final days. I was beginning to suspect as much. You doubtless feel some consternation having been forced to abandon your original plan. But trust me when I say you were right to send the refugees elsewhere. Beasts have been sighted within the capital. Perhaps it was a stroke of grim fortune that the population was decimated beforehand, as they've yet to appear in any great number, but in time.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm proud of the twins and their growth. It's so funny because it's just a game, but like I actually have like those real feelings. I'm proud of them because they've come so far. And they're growing into fine young people. Young adults.
In any case, Maxima leads the remainder of the contingent in an effort to cull the creatures and evacuate the populace as we speak. Once the airships have taken to the skies, I pray your men can be persuaded to join him.
You'll permit us to retain our weapons?
Well, yeah, you gotta fight with us.
I wouldn't have sent you after the Scions were I expecting you to stab them in the back.
And I, for one, would not consider past transgressions more relevant than future contributions. Regardless of the circumstances that saw us at odds before, we need men of courage now.
more than ever. We swore to defend Garlemald, and so we shall.
It seems you have everything under control. You will excuse me then, for mine own duties await.
A moment, Master Fortuno. You did desire to express your appreciation for services rendered, did you not?
I did. Though if you intend to again ask that Sharlayan alter its course, you will find my gratitude insufficient.
'Tis nothing so onerous. I wish to hear the details of this grand endeavor of yours.
Do you swear to listen and to learn, and not to embark upon some scheme to impede us?
I swear.
Any other I would doubt, but you I trust to keep your word. For not once have you broken it. Very well. I will request that the Forum make you privy to our plans. You may await our summons at the Baldessian Annex, assuming the decision is in your favor. Does that suffice?
It does. You have my thanks.
Excellent. You can regale us with tales of your most recent sojourn to the First while we wait.
He's like, tell me about my granddaughter. And my peeps. Look at his ears.
Did you hear something just now?
No, we don't all have super heightened cat senses. Oh my goodness! Why is he walking like that? You hungry? Oh my gosh. It's a pudding zombie. That's so funny they made it down to Earth. What are you guys doing
may
here?
banish even the darkest night, and to this bitter clime bring warmth and comfort. 'Tis heartening to see such an assembly upon my return. I thought often of you whilst I looked down upon our star's brilliance from the moon above.
It's so funny. I just can't get over that he's always hanging out with like the cute little creatures. It's so funny. Him and his legion of bunnies.
Yes, but what are you doing here? And dressed like that? Aren't you cold?
Oh yeah, it's kind of cold here.
Verily, I fear for my health should I proceed to expound upon our purpose ere I procure more suitable garments.
Then allow me to summarize. We're here because none of you lot are up there. Nor has anyone deigned to send word about any changes in the plans. It's rude, is what it is. At least that's what I thought at first, but then folks got to wondering if you weren't in a spot of bother, so we decided to take matters into our own hands. Come down here and help. if our help be needed.
It's rude.
So she says, but it's also something of a convenient excuse to visit Etheris. Urianger made it sound absolutely marvelous. More so before the impending doom, but still.
I love their little voices.
And it's not like there will ever be a better time. What with the aforementioned doom?
Marvellous, they say, yet not an ounce of pudding to be found. I must suffer Urianger's inferior works no more.
Hey! Maybe consider the plight of present company before you go blathering on about pudding and doom? Ahem. As I was saying, should you require any assistance with whatever, we are at your disposal. We were born from Hydaelyn's love for the lives of this star, so naturally we would much prefer to see them continue. Twiddling our thumbs up on the moon is hardly conducive to that, though, is it?
So cute.
Not when you've all got such precious thoughts and feelings and hopes for the future deserving of more active preservation. Speaking to Urianger made us realize that while we've carried out our duties to the letter, we've failed to fulfill them in spirit. From there, it was just a hop, skip, and a jump towards resolving to do better. So please, show us how. Help us help you.
Forgive me, but are they...
Thy distant collaborators, indeed.
Hail, fellow. Well met. You'd be a member of the Forum, would you? It's an honor and a pleasure to meet you at last. I'm Livingway, Hydaelyn's right paw. That last bit is very important. As am I, if I may humbly say so myself.
So humble.
I bid you welcome to our star, Livingway. On behalf of the Forum, I thank you for traveling such a distance to meet us. As you have surmised, preparations for the Exodus have not proceeded as smoothly as we had hoped. I should be happy to personally escort you to our headquarters in Sharlayan, where you may advise us as you deem fit.
'Twas with reluctance that I set aside the great work of readying the moon for habitation. Be assured that I did so only after the Loporrits made plain their earnest desire to come hither, and I myself felt a growing certainty that their contributions here would prove invaluable. 'Tis trite, perhaps, but I followed my heart.
Good to have you back. May thy disciples banish this darkest of nights. That's so funny.
I am no esteemed philosopher of Eld. Nevertheless, 'tis my hope that what little knowledge I shared shall serve them well, and perchance help save us all. Will thou attend us at the Forum and lend thine own wisdom?
Surely. He's still in the background. Little baby.
If that's all quite settled, can we start moving before Urianger catches his death? Even I'm freezing out here.
Oh, I dare say you'll warm up quickly once you're aboard the airship. Sat shoulder to shoulder with our fur-covered friends.
Moon Bunny's blood pudding. It's the cutest thing ever. Don't you know that's their core? After carrots, that's their core diet. I dare say Master Fulchino was as nonplussed as we to learn the identity of Hydaelyn's lunar custodians, as he will soon discover they have much and more to offer the Forum. Might I suggest we return to the Annex forthwith? We may yet have time to discuss thy recent adventures ere we are summoned to the rostra. Words. Hold on. There we go. Get my defiance off. We are not fighting anybody at the moment. Where am I? Oh, I see. All the way out here. I mean, it makes sense since we just came in on an airship, but still, it confused me. Look at that big boat. Do, do, do. Need this Ethernet. There we go. We gotta go to Baldessian Annex. Oh, here. Huh. We have returned. Not that I'm complaining, Urianger, but I wasn't expecting to see you quite so soon. Nor I thee. In extolling the virtues of Aetheris, I did inadvertently awaken in the Loporrits a desire to avert our beloved star's demise. Kryl tells us you have obtained new knowledge that may aid us in our ongoing efforts. I have news to share regarding our study of the ethereal sea, but your findings are certain to be of greater interest, and so I would rather hear them first. To what revelations did Hydaelyn's Elpis flower lead? Elpis flower. Ah, well, you guys. You're never gonna believe this. It's pretty crazy. Then this dynamis is what drives the final days. If it and Akasa are one and the same, this all but proves Nidhana's theory. Yeah, Rachel. You might want to take a seat. Were an entity, through sheer force of emotion, to channel this vast dormant reservoir into a raging river, its power might surpass even that of ether. But if our star is so replete with ether, said entity would need to be outside its influence to effectively manipulate the dynamis of the great expanse. Meteon. Or rather, the sorrow and suffering of fallen civilizations that she has been hoarding for millennia. Untold anguish and fear and hatred drawn from every corner of the universe, all for a single purpose: the destruction of Aetheris. Then our foe is no longer some unknowable calamity. We have but one aim: to defeat Meteon. You make it sound so simple, but you're not wrong. Vanquish Meteon and we deliver the world from the final days, but to even attempt it, there are two conditions. First, we must determine her location. Before Meteon escaped, an enchantment was placed upon her by Vina, the woman who would become Hydaelyn. The implications of temporal magics are not entirely understood, and so we cannot assume that our Hydaelyn and the Vina you met in Elpis are one and the same. Nevertheless, due to her intrinsic qualities as an all-powerful being, I'd wager that Hydaelyn possesses the knowledge we seek. Whether she would share that knowledge with us, however, remains to be seen. After all, she intends for us to flee Aetheris, not to stay. Do you suppose she has abandoned her pursuit of Meteon? The Vina I know would never give up. No, but Meteon is still out there. That's my impression too. Otherwise, she wouldn't have used me as a conduit for her will or provided clues such as the Elpis flower. I believe she has been waiting for mankind's answer to Hermes' question. So, what's the second condition? We must find a means to reach Meteon. Naturally, our chosen method will depend entirely upon wheresoever she has made her nest. Then commuting with Heidelin must by necessity come first. Did you and Master Matoya have any luck with your investigation into the Ethereal Sea? Sadly not. Though we enlisted the help of Arnvald and the other Echo-blessed allies, we couldn't detect so much as a whisper from Heidelin, even from within the Antitower. Master Matoya is of the opinion that in the years since abandoning it, the Forum has found some other method of receiving instructions from Heidelin. If so, it would most likely be some form of apparatus for observing the Ethereal Sea built closer to home. Vigor? Sorry to interrupt. We just received word from the Forum. Your presence is required in the rostra where they intend to discuss the Great Exodus. Then Father was able to persuade them. They're finally taking us seriously. Let's hear what they have to say. Oh, of course. I should have known. Okay, let's see. Rostra. Ah, okay. Yeah, basically, it's at least a very similar premise. To the rostra. Let us in. We got business. Interesting. Let me in. Scion of the Seventh Dawn, very well. You may wait in the corridor. Of course, entry will only be permitted on the condition you leave your armaments at the door. Lest you forget, this sacred institution holds rational discourses in the highest. The implements of war are expressly forbidden. Okay. I don't have my axe on my back. Just cutting through. Ooh, I wonder if it's gonna be similar, like in that way. We'll have to see. I mean, it makes sense. Like, that's what I would want to do. I'd be like, well, you have to show her that this is different than what she thinks.
There is a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter. We are here to listen and to learn. But if the Forum's plans are more or less what I expect, then I should like to make a proposal that will serve our ends. By your leave, of course.
I don't see why not. Your words and wits have gotten us this far.
What is he thinking?
Agreed.
I will present our queries so that you may consider the most advantageous way to advance your proposal without distraction.
Thank you, everyone.
Go ahead, Alfie.
If I
we
may
trust
have
ya.
your attention, the ad hoc session will now commence. The purpose of today's assembly is to brief the Scions of the Seventh Dawn at their request on the Great Exodus. You may enter.
Hooray. Never thought we'd be walking back in here as a group. Same, Sean. Yes.
On behalf of the Forum, I commend your heroic actions on the Magna Glaciers. We shall not soon forget your service to us and the people of Radzadhan.
Yeah, definitely make sure everybody is safe first, and then go try to talk to the, the calamity inducer. And be like, yeah, so we gotta show you something.
The Satrap, whom we have informed of the refugees' new arrangements, sings your praises as well. As an expression of our gratitude, we will endeavor to answer your questions as fully and openly as we are able.
Then let us begin. First, it is the Forum's objective to ferry the life and knowledge of this star to the moon. Am I correct?
You are. It is for this purpose that Sharlayan has labored these many long years. We have collected biological samples and scientific records from across the star. When the time comes, they will be moved from their places in Labyrinthos and Numenon and conveyed to safety. Once that critical task has been accomplished, we will begin transporting the Sharlayan citizenry, which has been categorized into groups. The earliest arrivals are to ensure hospitable environs for those who come after. Following our people, we will send those of other nations in turn, beginning with our allies. Radzadhan was foremost among these, but since the final days have already come to Thavnair, we saw fit to include the refugees with earlier groupings.
An ambitious plan. You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
As many as we can.
And how, pray tell, do you decide who to leave behind?
Yeah, ouch.
To journey beyond the sky is an unprecedented and immeasurably difficult endeavor. Introducing sources of inevitable conflict would condemn all to certain death.
Questions as to the validity of that approach aside, are your plans proceeding apace? We're under the impression that your primary means of celestial transportation is incomplete.
Got some long years on that, buddy.
If only in that it does not meet our optimal parameters, that is correct. This Ark, as some have taken to calling it, is fully operational and could be launched even today. However, the final days have progressed more quickly than we anticipated. At present, the ship is incapable of attaining speeds sufficient to meet our evacuation targets. Should we put the vessel into service, as it is now, we will be unable to travel to the moon and back quickly enough to complete the necessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge will be lost.
Seven hells. Is there anything to be done?
The ether burner, the primary means of propulsion once the craft is in the space between stars, is undergoing testing to determine whether it can be made more efficient. Though cargo is being loaded for the initial phase of the Exodus, we are prepared to continue our experimentation up to the day before launch, should it prove necessary.
What if the Scions were to solve your problem? We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency, on 2 conditions. If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Hydaelyn.
"'Twas simple enough to deduce. You have a Concord, and so you would never have abandoned the anti-tower had you no other means of communication. One far more convenient, I suspect.
The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted to propose another use for your Ark.
We would be at liberty to refuse this proposal.
She is. She is so clever.
Of course. If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all peoples of this star?
Delightful as always, Master Alfino.
Old teacher. So funny.
Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong? The satire writes itself. Yet, what field has not benefited from a change in perspective? When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad nauseam, but fresh inspiration.
So true. Doesn't hurt.
I, for one, have faith in my erstwhile students to provide it, and I find their terms to be perfectly acceptable.
Order! Order! We have no time to waste on debate. I call a vote. All in favor of agreeing to the Scion's terms?
They're like, we're running out of time, but they get things done.
"71 in favor, 28 against. The ayes have it. Fortuneau, as the architect of this project, you are the best candidate to show them its current state. And bear in mind that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the will of the Forum.
Very well.
I call this session to a close. Return to your tasks with urgency. The final days wait for none.
That's so true. Death waits for no one. My chair's so squeaky, sorry. Good job, Alfie. Sorry about not letting the rest of you in on my plan. I was admittedly thinking on my feet for the most part. But since we require both a means of communing with Hydaelyn and reaching Meteion, in the spur of the moment, I saw involving ourselves with the completion of the Ark as a way to work towards both objectives simultaneously. However, we must first keep our end of the bargain by solving the problem of the ether burner. I'd like to think it is not a challenge beyond our combined expertise, or at least the expertise of our extended circle of associates. It might behoove us to learn how an ether burner actually works before we attempt to improve it, though. Ah, so funny. Good job. Good job. Quick thinking. Smarties, smarties. Smarties all around. As instructed, I shall take you to see the ether burner. Meet me outside the Archeon. I trust you can make your own way there. So the Ark is being built in Labyrinthos. Hardly surprising. Where else could they conceal such a massive undertaking? No, but for real. Go down, down, down to the burning Archeon. It's not burning yet. But soon. Soon it just might. Our destination lies in the lower levels. The Forum, in its wisdom, has granted you access to the Archeon's lift. Step inside and have Opheline take you to the medial circuit. Opheline? Ophi? Opheline? Afi? That's right, they implemented that. That's so cool. Ah! I forgot they were doing that. That's amazing. Those little quality of life details are awesome. Anyway. Sorry. They added that in the patch. That you can like mount up while you're running now. It doesn't disturb the summoning of it. Which is so nice. It's amazing. These NPCs, so funny. I've sent your associates ahead to Logisticon Alpha on the other side of Mariel Agronomics. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to... No, never mind. It can wait. Let us attend to the matter at hand. He wants to have a private conversation. Secret convo. Where are we even going? Oh, that's far. Okay. This is like a little llama. It's so cute. The alpaca. Stray tomato. That's hilarious. Oh yeah. Oh wait, where am I going? Huh. So he's over here, maybe up on this hill. Maybe. Not that way. Or is it like inside that place? I'm so confused. Maybe in here. To get to where we need to go. Nope, not there. I think it's like over this way. If I remember correctly. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. Whoa. In there, maybe? Maybe it's that building. Oh, that was already on my... I'm just not paying attention. In the psyche? Is that it? Cryocnite? Crying crocodile? I don't think I was supposed to turn into the garden. I think I'm supposed to go this way. Yes. It's weird because they don't show it like Alfie on the map like they usually do. They just are pointing to this map and it doesn't have it showing anything on it. Usually it'd show like the big quest sign. But he's not there. Where is he? The heck? Up here. It says he's here. I'm so lost. Can I go into this place? Am I supposed to talk to somebody in here? I'll read the journal. Let's see. What is this called? Going underground. Oh, because it's a... There we go. Well, that still doesn't show anything. Over there! Why does it keep zooming in here? Oh my goodness. It's over here. Weird. Map, you stink. Must be the Wi-Fi connection since we're underground. The cellular data is terrible for my map. Jeez Louise. Oh yeah, that's right. There's free Fantasias because of this patch, isn't there? I will collect my 5th Fantasia to hold on to. Till I might maybe want to change eventually someday. When I want to become a Lala 5 times over. My goodness, why was it so hard to find this place? It looks like a big old library. They just have a bunch of libraries here. We are to wait here while our father arranges for us to use the next lift. Here, being Logisticon Alpha, where the atmospheric conditions of Labyrinthos are regulated. ground and dispersed as vapor, stimulating the formation of artificial clouds and rain. By manipulating the temperature and air circulation, they are able to create the ideal environment for the growth and preservation of the biological samples kept here. Hold on. How do you know so much about it? Why, Father brought me here as a child. What? And left me behind? Actually, you're the one who left me behind when you went off somewhere with Grandfather. The night before, I'd been asking Father how clouds are made, so he decided to show me. It was fascinating. I peppered him with questions the entire time. Aw. 'Tis all too easy to take for granted the many interweaving aspects of the natural world, to grow inured to the wondrous. But having gained an understanding of the complex mechanisms employed by the Loporrits in recreating a similar environment, I have come to view such processes in a new light. The subterranean gardens of Labyrinthos, the lunar prison forged to contain the ancient zodiac, the habitations built for all mankind neath the moon's surface, each unique yet undeniably similar. 'Tis no mere coincidence. Ever since Heidelin unfolded to us the grim fate that awaits Aetheris, every essential resource we could spare has been delivered to Labyrinthos in preparation for the Great Exodus. But that is not all. It is also a testing ground for the technologies that will allow us to settle on distant stars. Makes sense. Though the Loporrits have endeavored to make the moon inhabitable, that is not our final destination. Mankind must learn to propagate life where there is none, to thrive where all is barren. Alas, time is not on our side. I have arranged for you all to enter the central circuit. It is there that most of our preparations for the Great Exodus are carried out, the construction of the Ark among them. Though our plans have been made public, access remains highly restricted. You, however, will not be subject to said restrictions, and will have free rein to come and go as you please. Such was the will of the Forum, after all. We will prove ourselves worthy of their trust, your trust. Then let us proceed. You got this, Alfie. Don't worry about that. The ether burner is being constructed not far from here. Overseeing the work is Call, after whom the forge is named. Once the necessary introductions have been made, I shall leave you with him to discuss the particulars. This way. Call, down call, day call. It's Dake. Place is so big. Look at all the glowiness. It's so glowy. Interesting. Oops, but I'm not going the right way. Of course. Wow, this place is huge. Couldn't get my, couldn't there be, a motorized walkway or something? Pathway. What is that? Freaky. coals, forge coal. Coca-Cola. That's what it makes me think of. Hi, how'd I know that was a Lalafell name?
I could swap it out. No, been there, done that. Damn near lost me eyebrows. Think, Coco, think! We'd be well on our way to paradise. Visionaries patting themselves on the backs for their grand accomplishments if you'd only think!
Yes, that does sound rather lovely.
Yeah! I mean, Master Force, you know, what a pleasant surprise. We're not blasting off already, are we?
I was not
The schedule
expecting
remains
this.
unchanged, for better or worse. Which is why the Forum has elected to accept assistance in resolving the ether burner conundrum.
Nice mullet.
Not seen you lot down here before.
There are Archons among their number, but engineering is not their expertise. Nevertheless, the Forum concedes the slim possibility that they may have insights to offer. If not, you are at liberty to return them to the surface, by whatever means you see fit.
Oh dear.
I assure you that won't be necessary. Now, about your troubles with the ether burner.
Aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do with a change of pace. As the name ought to tell you, the ether burner burns ether, ambient or otherwise, and transforms it into motive force. Think of it like a giant bomb that never stops exploding.
Fire, Bell!
Even out in that black void where the ether's right sparse, it's strong enough to move our arc. And it probably won't kill you like an actual bomb.
Well, that's good.
But it ain't perfect. According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the Forum's liking, the conversion rate needs to be 6% more efficient. A measly 6%, you say? But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have built it that way in the first place?
Hast thou consulted with the Loporrits?
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive. It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Yes, exactly! Damn it all, I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology! You're trying to drive me mad!
Do you speak of Allegan refined adamantite, perchance?
You know of it?
Only in the most general terms, I'm afraid. 'Twas an alloy of Allegan make, but the secrets of its production were closely guarded.
If Y'shtola doesn't know about it, and Alphinaud doesn't know of it, then Graha knows about it.
As I recall, the record stated it was vital to Dalamud's construction and launch.
Oh, Urianger is like first, and then Y'shtola.
Oi, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know. Slotting some ends like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through. Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it though. We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether burner, just a wee bit, mind, from a chunk of Dalamud that came hurtling into the northern empty during the calamity. With more, well, that extra 6% efficiency would be child's play. It's a crying shame that we've no other sources.
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the refined adamantite from them?
Oh, we tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with. Drive calls from Ragnarok-class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need. According to the Gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards. And the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up.
Is this like our next duty coming up?
It's rough going in there, even for the cream. Not sure they'd make it out alive.
Sounds
Weren't
like
we
a
near
job
that
for
part
us.
of the Ragnarok when we went to destroy Bahamut?
You want me to go and fetch the what's-its? The White Raven's ghost. It haunts me. This sounds like a job for someone else. The what's-its.
That may be for the best, though you doubtless find the task too dull for your liking.
There are multiple internment hulks in Eorzea alone, so handling this ourselves may not be the most efficient option. Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously...
How do you propose that?
Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Of course. The floor is yours. What's all this?
Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us heavensward.
What? He sure likes talking about collecting wood. Since he was real good at it.
This is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
Apparently that one moment meant a lot to him. I gotta say, it's a cute one.
Understood.
Cute.
I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-Sword expedition myself.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
Logically, such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary, in components intended to conduct or collect surpassing amounts of ether.
I'm not sure, Sean. Maybe some kind of similar thing. I'm
Any
not
extant
sure.
instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists or enthusiasts.
Magical artifacts of Allagan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all. Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no less for it.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places, lad. Any road, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics. Some of them can hold enough ether to summon a whole damn primer. Combine a source like that with the ether burner, and 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship. I am glad for the work, in truth.
He's so funny.
Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over disasters foretold.
Then why are we all still standing about yapping? There's plunder for the taking. And I'm a born plunderer. I'll be an old Charlian before you know it. Start mixing the grog.
I'm certain that can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Just like that.
Easy
Aye,
peasy.
just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way. Now let us consider our next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be done.
Alfie taking charge. He's just jumping. Finally! I mean, I love when I find solutions to problems that have been perplexing me, so I would be jumping like that too, I think. So cute. It's times like these we're reminded of how famous or infamous Alphino has become. Who'd have thought he could achieve so much with a single link per conversation? As we're expecting rather a lot of visitors in the near future, I'd best return to the surface and inform the relevant parties. I also have a contact of my own that might be worth a try. Oh, and who might that be? That's for me to know and you to find out. And on that note, I leave matters here in your capable hands. Best of luck. Kyle cannot reveal all of her secrets. Meanwhile in Uldar, what's going on? An elbow. Look at all these lalas.
Our course of action is clear. We must harvest refined adamantite from the shards of Dalamud and procure arcane relics of Allagan make. Summon the best and brightest of our immortal flames and form an expeditionary party at once. Call upon the Sultan Sworn and brass blades for support as you must. Papashan, send word to the guilds. We will require the expertise of master artisans if we are to have any hope of identifying and recovering these elusive material. Thea-guys, we have need of your stone torches. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas. I trust I can count on your support.
As commander of the Stone Torches, my son Zimberk will personally see it done.
Pippin, I would have you lead the raiding party. Assemble your finest, and with Tizona's blade clear the way. Lord Loporrits, I pray you take charge of the search for Allagan relics. Surely you know of some being traded on open or clandestine markets, or sleeping in collectors' vaults. Of course, I ask not that you do this out of the kindness of your heart. By all means, profit on the transactions. I wish you the joy of it. The final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are truly as dire as they say, Uldar's best efforts may be for naught. And yet, when we Eorzeans rose from the ashes to rebuild our broken realm, did we not learn one simple truth? That which seems all but impossible to overcome alone may yet be possible if we stand together. It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who call upon us now. Uldar will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world's future. You know your duties. I, Nanamo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, bid you good luck and Godspeed.
Woohoo! Aye, aye. Meanwhile, in the Black Shroud, is it gonna go through like every one of these little things? Or just like the important ones? I don't know. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, yes.
We fielded a goodly number, but our ranks are heavy with healers. and an abundance of restorative magics will be of little help in destroying Dalamud's defenses. Still, it has ever been thus with Gridania. We must steel ourselves for a protracted engagement.
Basically. Yeah, what? Didn't you know Robin Hood was in this game?
In that case, might I suggest taking us along?
Please.
Commander Hext, what are you doing here?
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an internment hulk. So we said to ourselves, why not lend our neighbors a hand? We thought you might be short on people with a talent for breaking things.
While it pains me to admit it, you are right. Our deficiency so plain to see.
That's funny. They had too many healers so that they couldn't break the rocks.
It might have been a lifetime ago, but I was once one of the scions assigned to the Shroud.
Oh yeah,
I know
way
this
back in
forest
the
well.
day.
I know your people. And I know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
Then I will impose upon you with a clear conscience. Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
I won't let it all be for nothing. I promise you, Papalimo.
Maybe Papalimo's not really dead. Maybe he's just been hanging out on a secret location on the moon this whole time. You know, you never know. Meanwhile, in Carthus. What up?
There you are. We've no time to waste, brother. Everyone is already...
Oh. Sweet. Hall of Justice. Dragon?
That was a roar. A dragon's roar.
A dragon's roar. Yes, indeed it was. Meanwhile, in the Ruby Sea. This is like the Avengers assembling. You're seeing everybody.
And so, in summation, the Eastern Alliance, as well as the Honourable Lord Loporrits himself, reached out to me for assistance in procuring these treasures of the divine, and I, in turn, do beseech the Confederacy for aid. Is that...
Hancock? What a surprise this is. And a fortuitous one at that. I have a favor to ask, you see.
Schnick. Big ol' snake. Snake. It's a snake. Has anybody seen that? That's an old Flash thing. I think it was on Newgrounds. Anyway. So we're going to take our quick intermission now. So we'll be back in like 5-ish minutes. So go get your drinks and your snacks, and we will be here soon. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I had to grab a blanket. Thank you, Aramel. Thank you, Latios. Welcome back to you guys, too. Cool. I was wondering if it would have been affected if we didn't do that raid. So that's so cool that we did that in time to get that cutscene. I love when games do stuff like that. Fun. Alright. Let's see. What are we doing now? He's resisting the urge to pat himself on the back. Ah, that's the Alfie we know and love. Though our friends are searching for refined adamantite, and sacred relics, we will only know if they meet your requirements once they have arrived. Yeah, it's so good. In the meantime, is there aught else we might do to be of service? Ha! You've already done more than enough. If I had to say, though, I could use someone who knows a thing or two about Alagon technology. You there, the lad with the red eyes and matching hair, you seem to know more than the average scholar. Ha! If only Master Kokol knew how right he was. While he and Graha establish a rapport, why don't we help with preparations for the great exodus? Indeed, this would mean going above and beyond the terms of our arrangement, but I propose... One moment. Never mind, he's being good. I was thinking somebody was coming downstairs and my dogs were gonna get crazy. They're good though, okay. But I propose this not to curry favor. As confident as I am that we will succeed, we must be ready for every eventuality. This would also be an opportunity to familiarize ourselves with the logistics of traversing the Great Expanse. And if nothing else, it beats twiddling our thumbs while we wait for the adamantite. Well, ain't you a bunch of helpful buggers? If you've a mind to lend a hand, I know where you ought to go. Charlie and Hamlet is lousy with researchers and scholarly types, busy in themselves preparing for the exodus. Pah! That lot need all the help they can get. Well then, off we go. He loves being in charge. This is so funny. He's just like... He's so happy to be telling everybody what to do. Ah, it reminds me of back when we first met and he was just bossing me around. We'll just teleport. Oh, that is a mighty Lala, for sure. Oh, I suppose we could talk to the Chocobo Keep. Sorry. The dog is digging and digging and digging. He's not getting anywhere with his digging, but he's digging. Do-do-do-do-do. From what I can tell, a lot of the people actually live down here. I don't know how much help we can offer, but I dare say they'll benefit from some of that fresh inspiration Scarlock Montague mentioned. Let's start by asking around, ideally without getting in anyone's way. Digging for something. Probably. Except I don't think there's any adventures in that bed. Let's meet by the Aetheryte once our work is done. Right, now we gotta go talk to peeps. Alright, sounds good. Sorry. He's obsessive about it. He just digs. Like, the other one digs and actually gets something accomplished. Like, usually he'll get, like, a perfect circle of blankets around him. It's so cute. But the other one, he just digs and digs and digs. And even if he gets, like, the blankets where they look like they'd be nice, he just keeps digging until I actually am like, dude, stop. He's goofy. He's a goofy dog. He's doing his best. Hi, Gemini. Welcome in. Yeah, it's so goofy. He's like in love with me. He like is my shadow. I am totally his person. So sometimes I can teach him things really fast, like because he just is always paying attention to me. But other times he does like the silliest things, like that. Like he'll just dig forever, and I'm just like, you're not doing anything. I don't know. He's goofy. Helping with the Ark. Even with all the power Master Kokol's managed to squeeze out of the ether burner, it's still not enough, apparently. Hey, look at that. What is that? And now I hear the final days have arrived. Horrible creatures running rampant all over. If only we began the exodus sooner. People are dying and there'll be no end to it if we don't fulfill our duties. That's so cute. But we will. We spent years preparing for this moment. Believe in the plan and all will be well. What the heck? Oh! And there's a cornbread too. The Lala invasion. Guys are so goofy. That's so cute. I love that mount. The sounds he makes. So spooky. You guys are so funny. I've got to go ask these peeps about stuff. This is so funny. Flying tractor. It's just tractor motorcycle thing. All these people in their like lab coats is kind of funny. Oh, hello. Are you one of the new helpers? Working on the etheric burner? Oh dear, I hear things have come to a standstill on that front. Even so, I choose that over my current duties. Checking and loading samples day in, day out. It's tiring, thankless work. Still, no one will be cross if I misplace a few legumes or what have you. The forum's got enough on their plate as it is, what with deciding who gets to board the Ark and when. A lot of powerful people have opinions about that. My heart goes out to Master Fortuno and the others. Hardly get a moment's rest, I expect. Do they even have time to sleep? Legumes. Oh dear. A proposal? So sweet. Let's see, where's the next one? Somewhere in this circle. Oh my goodness. Is it the veterinarian? Or is that something else? That's a different quest. I thought so. I don't know what I was thinking. Thinking that was it. You guys. You're crazy tech motes. They're so techy. Actually, let me... There. There it is! Rogo. Offering to help, that's very kind, but I should be able to organize the rest of the documents by myself. It's mostly lists of the things we'll need once we arrive on the moon, and then whichever star we choose as our new home. My duties largely concern the maintenance of living conditions, so I'll be a lot busier after we depart. I hear that our lunar collaborators have come down to assist in our efforts. I'm looking forward to finally meeting them in person after having communicated with them in such a limited capacity thus far. To be perfectly honest, I've not even the slightest idea what they look like. I do hope they're not enormous, looming giants. Why, I would much prefer something small and fluffy, like that behatted rabbit that ran by. Oh, is there a Loporrit? Loporrit? Look at you guys. Twinning! I need a whole army. We need to get more Lalafells to follow me. Call your army. Henceforth, from this day, henceforth, all Lalas shall follow me. Behatted rabbit? Where is the rabbit? Oh yes, I'm so really looking forward to doing the maps on Saturday. I've been wanting to do them forever. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Oh really? I really like Lalas. They're so cute. Oh my gosh. What? Fancy meeting you here, Bear. Our friends in the forum brought us to see their teeny tiny boat, which was quite impressive considering they didn't use any creation magics. What we're really interested in is Theris itself, though we now find ourselves in a sort of funny, underground, miniaturized version of it. Yeah, Dave was really cool, and Dave, he got some maps and sent them to me, so I have like 5 or so of them. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna do that on Saturday instead of our random game stream. So we'll put Final Fantasy IX off until next weekend, so we can do maps on this Saturday. Oh, she always hugs them. I always try to pat them, but then I'll hug you guys. I hug my friends, but I will pat the random Lalas I meet. So cute. We're hoping the forum would give us a guided tour, but it appears they're rather preoccupied. Honestly, all that time to prepare and they're still not ready. I suppose we'll just have to show ourselves around. Or at least that's what we were planning to do until we chanced upon Urianger and your good self. Since you're both dawdling about, engaging in idle chit-chat, perhaps you could show us a few points of interest. Won't that be fun? Oh my goodness, so now we gotta play tour guide with Urianger. So cute. Look at these babies. I love them. Oh my goodness, their little faces. Oh, Dodo. Good old Dodo. Oh wait, I got a treasure chest. Oh, the puppy. The Shibu. Shibi. I don't think any. I just got new armor. Between you and Dave, you guys got me suited up. So any new gear I get here will not be... Probably won't work. Whoa, polar bear. A tour of Labyrinthos. An unexpected yet prudent suggestion. Given the similarities betwixt this artificial environment and Bestway's burrow, it would be in our best interest to have the Loporrits acquaint themselves with those conditions deemed optimal by their Charlian collaborators. I fear, however, that continued reliance upon my limited knowledge would risk narrowing rather than broadening their perspectives. Mayhap thou art better suited to lead this venture. Oh my goodness, they just keep getting bigger.
What a marvelous idea! Might we begin with that great big Watsit over yonder?
I love the elephants. Yes, the Watsit. I shall leave its explanation to Burr. The great big Watsit? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab my dog real quick. Sorry, I just don't want them to start barking. There's peeps walking past our room. And they are just so friendly that they have to start barking and crying. Oh, where you go? Bye-bye, cornbread. Bye-bye, cornbread. So nice that my brother takes time out of his busy Final Fantasy schedule to come say hello to us. Actually, I am kind of surprised since the new MSQ stuff dropped. I figured he'd probably be busy with that.
Oh, well, thank you for hanging out, Latios.
Enjoy your homeworld. Tomorrow we raid, so hopefully peeps can get over here. I hope it's not going to be too congested. So if you want to be in the raid, try to come back early tomorrow.
Goodness me, to build something so large without creation magics is positively stupendous. Perhaps you could direct our attention to its most important features.
Alright, cool. Well, good. I'm glad you'll still be here. Oh gosh, it's one of these things. What am I looking for? The important features of this apparatus, or at least the features that seem important. Yeah, right. I'm gonna say the tanks. They look pretty important. It's a little hard to see from here, but is that a golden pipe connected to the top of those tanks? And I can see through that window another pipe at the bottom. Ah, this must be for purifying water drawn up from below. The mushroom-like thing? The metallic tube. Boy! What? What is that? Oh! Wait! We know those things. An ambystoma, an especially lively one at that. It would appear that the concept you observed at another time, another place, was improved for life in the wider world. Somehow. Dun dun dun! Is that just like an Easter egg, or is that something deeper? Are they trying to tell me something? Observe the metallic tube. Aha. Is that water I hear from inside that great big tube? It must be because of those cogs and that gigantic wheel at the top. Oh, I see. That's how they draw up the water. There's probably some sort of spiral-shaped mechanism inside it, too. So funny. Okay, so there's a mushroom-like thingy. I thought that was the mushroom thing. No, that's just there. This thing? Yes. It's rather large. That looks like the trees in Greatest Enslave. Hold on, that's a bit of a strange shape. It's thin at the bottom but big and round at the top. Quite tall for something so unbalanced, too. That would make sense. That's where they store the water. It's a water tower. Well, if I were to hazard a guess, water drawn from underground, presumably with some other mechanism, is purified here and stored in that tower before being distributed elsewhere. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it! A design brilliant in its simplicity. I dare say it would take only a moment to install it even in the harshest of environments. For us Loporrits, that is. Indeed, securing a reliable source of water is of the utmost importance for any fledgling settlement. We have read, however, that peoples of Etheirys sometimes make their homes in arid deserts and such. How are they able to survive? Many settlements in Thanalan are built near an oasis. Areas near waterfalls are common sites for villages in Garabanya. Sorry, my nose. So wherever you choose to live, you're never far from water. Oh dear, I worry we won't be able to procure the necessary amount. We can provide enough water to keep from drying out completely, but it would appear they rely on it far more than we'd anticipated. A few adjustments may be in order once we've calculated the average rate of consumption per individual. It may also be worth learning more about how exactly they obtain their water in the first place. Master Alphino spoke of the machinery responsible for that feat during our journey through Logisticon Alpha, did he not? Mayhap the Loporrits will share his appreciation for the engineering marvel. Oh yes, that sounds absolutely splendid. We must journey beyond the sanctuary of Charlie and Hamlet. I shall lead the way. You mean we'll have to brave the untamed wilderness? A valid concern indeed. We could not help but notice the many dangerous-looking creatures with big, nasty teeth lurking beyond the safe confines of the settlement. Were we not escorted here by burly custodians, I dread to think what would have become of us. Regrettably, to many a hungry predator with the aforementioned big, nasty teeth, Loporrits may appear to be a potential and rather appetizing source of sustenance. You guys are so little. Might I impose upon thee to assist in securing safe passage to Logisticon Alpha? For my part, I shall act as escort to Living Way and Cooking Way. I entrust Stinging Way and Growing Way to thy care. Okay. A more valiant protector they could not wish for. Godspeed. If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not be eaten by some horrid beastie. Come along, Growing Way, to the water extraction, what's it? No, you don't want to get eaten by a monster? A beastie? Come on, it's not that bad. Their teeth are not that sharp. Oh, I am level 90. What the heck? I didn't realize I was level 90. Just wearing level 90 gear for, like, you know, no reason. Oop. There we go. See, nothing to worry about, little buddies. I got you. Thank you so much. I really hope this water extraction waltz is worth these harrowing experiences. A part of the fun, some might say, but I'd rather not be burnt to a crisp if it's all the same to you. I don't know if it's all that exciting. You guys might like it. I think if you're like me, I'll be a little disappointed, but you know. Do 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 do. Da, 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 da. Made it. Safe and sound. My friends, I bid you welcome to Logisticon Alpha. Our destination doth lie at the top, lift's top. Pray follow me. Pray. May as well go in too. Marvelous, simply marvelous. So this is where the magic, or science rather, takes place. The perfect environment to sustain life artificially created. The knowledge we'll gain here will be essential when we start looking for new stars for your kind to inhabit. Apparently, most of them don't even have air for you to breathe. You're all very lucky that Aetheris just so happens to provide everything you need to thrive. Or did mankind turn out the way they are because of the available resources, I wonder? Either way, it's nothing short of miraculous, and I cannot wait to see more of it. I know, right? It is kind of miraculous. It's wild how Earth has everything we need. I'm not being facetious either. This is all very wonderful, I'm sure, but I was rather hoping to learn more about your nourishment provision facilities. In other words, where is the food? I believe both the knowledge and consumables you seek may be found at berrrlynn. As I imagine, Singing and the others intend to study every conceivable facet of this apparatus. Wouldst thou be so kind as to escort our visiting culinarian? Yes, that sounds much more interesting. Hopefully I'll be able to see firsthand some of the delicacies Urianger was telling me about. Even his incredibly vivid, if a bit too verbose, descriptions cannot compare to sampling them myself. Not to mention, Aetheris will soon be no more, so I must learn all I can while there is still time. Let us brook no further delay. Yeah, let's do it. We gotta go look into some pudding. Pudding. So, not there. We gotta go from there. Can we go through this building? Oh wow, we can. I didn't know that. That's convenient. This is the place, yes? The heady aroma was enough to guide me here, and I've spotted several of the fruit and vegetables featured in our compendium. I'd dearly love to try some, but I read that those who help themselves to a farmer's crops without permission are often caught and put into pies. Oh my goodness. Perhaps you could ask whoever's in charge if they would be willing to part with a few samples. Sure. We will go and speak with them. So cute. Jibke. Oh, what a fine mess this is. Ah, it's you, the one who climbed down the mine shaft. I'd show you around if I could, but I'm rushed off my feet preparing for the exodus. And I'm not the only one. We've all got to find ways to do what we do down here, up there. First on the moon, then on whichever... Don't you want to go to the moon? Well, it's better than waiting for the final days to claim us. But no matter how carefully it's all planned, we'll never be able to take every variety of flora and fauna with us. Even the ones we can take may not survive in the new environment. So many species doomed to extinction. Sorry, that's not what you came to talk about, is it? Nothing quite so dire, I assure you. We merely wish to sample a little of your produce, if we may. By all means, help yourselves. Much appreciated, my good fellow. So, where to begin? So cute. So excited. To the vineyard. Oh, I know what these are. Grapes, yes? Let's see if they are as delicious as they look. I don't see them. Oh, there they are. The delicious square grapes. Triangle. So sweet, so sour. The taste is much like a ripe philosopher's carrot, and yet the texture is entirely different. The contrast between the outer skin and the fruit within is most peculiar, though far from unpleasant. Yes, I think I'll try another. Well, that's certainly given me food for thought, though in a far less visceral manner than any philosopher's carrot. But tell me, what is your opinion of grapes? I'd brave an erupting volcano for a choice bunch. Meh, ghastly things. I'd rather eat rancid gargantuan eyeballs. I like grapes, but I wouldn't brave an erupting volcano for them. Meh, an expression of indifference, I assume. In all fairness, our compendium did note that they are valued more as an ingredient for spirituous beverages rather than as a fruit for regular consumption. Anyway, that's enough about grapes for the time being. On to the next treat. I'm surprised my dogs didn't get up when I said that. They're like, she didn't say it in the right context. It's not about us. Where are we going now? The Orange Grove. Where is that? Oh, that's over this way. Oh, right there. Orange by name, orange by nature. What came first, the fruit or the color? Who cares? Let's eat. Yes, that's equal parts sweet and sour, as with the grapes, yet nothing alike. I may have to consult Urianger about expanding my vocabulary. I simply cannot find the words to describe it. Perhaps what I'm looking for is bitter? This is all very complicated, you know. So many flavors, so many choices, and each individual with their own personal preferences. Now I see why you all turned up your noses at the idea of eating nothing but carrots. Marvelous though they still are in my estimation. Let no one say I said otherwise. Ah, but speaking of carrots, I've yet to sample any of the vegetables. Let's see what's in that field over there. The pumpkin field. Let's go get some pumpkins. That color, that texture. Are they some sort of enormous round carrots? No, in any case, proper nomenclature is less of a concern than the taste. The proper name. Black. It's so hard and flavorless. I may as well be chewing a piece of wood. That all but confirms it. These are nothing more than misbegotten failures masquerading as goodly carrots. Stop, stop, stop. Can't you see these are pumpkins? And no one with any sense would try eating them raw. You're supposed to cook them first. Do you not find it an awful bother? Far from it. Cooking is a joy unto itself. And what's more, it broadens the range of ingredients that we may safely eat. But above all else, cooking allows us to draw over the full potential of our produce. Pumpkin stew has been one of my favorite dishes for as long as I can remember. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Then perhaps even those hard blocks of plant matter can become as delicious as the orange I sampled. I wonder though if there is anything even more delicious. How about that yellow fruit over yonder? The lemon grove. Oh, is it gonna be too sour for him? He'll be like, oh no! Or maybe he'll love it. Let's see. What a wondrous fragrance! With luck, it'll have a flavor to match. As I've no idea how these are eaten, I'll just bite into it. My tongue! This is poison! Oh no. A lemon? You mean it's supposed to taste like this? How can something so similar to an orange be so revolting? Ah, it may be some time before my palate recovers from this ordeal. As such, I had best call an end to this round of sampling. Let's say our farewells and return to the others. That's so funny. So cute. That's the worst though. You're just gonna have that taste in your mouth till forever. Finished, have you? I trust you found something to your liking. I like lemons. I like the taste of lemons. I like lemons in my water. I like... I'll eat a raw lemon. I don't know. It's pretty good. I'm rather enamored with the grapes and oranges. Less to the pumpkin, though. I learned the hard way they're not to be eaten raw. Then there was the lemon. The deceiver. I still feel so violated. Haha, first time, was it? I'd hate for you to leave with a bad taste in your mouth, in more ways than one. So I'll give you this lemon muffin I baked. If this doesn't change your opinion, nothing will. More lemon? Have I not suffered enough? Nevertheless, it would be remiss of me to spurn this opportunity to... Oh, bit of sick came up there. Lord, more of your inscrutable ways. Very well, lemon muffin, do your worst. That's what I was talking about. Gotta eat something else to clear that taste. This is delicious. He told you. Although I still detect a hint of lemon, it complements the sweetness of the dough to create a perfect harmony. Oh, I love lemon muffins. Lemon poppy seed? Yes, delicious. You know what I haven't had in forever? Lemon meringue pie, and I really want it. I've seen it in a couple movies and stuff, and it keeps making me want it more. I never would have guessed its mild bitterness could be utilized so elegantly. My good chap, this is simply breathtaking. See, we rarely use lemon in its natural state, but it has a starring role in all sorts of recipes, and the same is true for many other ingredients. Me too, they're so cute. It comes down to making the most of the resources at our disposal, and sometimes that can even be the difference between life and death. I know we won't be able to take every species with us. No doubt the Forum agonized over what was worth preserving, and what will be consigned to history. Hard choices, but make them we must if we're to survive. Such strength of will! Now I know what Heidelin sees in your kind. Mankind, the Loporrits, we were both born from the accumulated knowledge of the ancients. They learned all there is to learn about the nature of sentient life and the fates of the stars themselves. Once a civilization has fulfilled the basic requirements for survival, it will inevitably seek to eliminate all forms of negativity and achieve perfection. And therein lies its folly and its downfall. For perfection is an unattainable ideal. Tis the paradox of the immaculate carrot. Yet civilizations since time immemorial have deemed the pursuit of perfection as progress. They pay no heed to the cost incurred in their futile quest, and all too often become the architects of their own demise, their dreams forever unfulfilled. What then is the alternative? The answer lies in knowing that our existence can never be perfect, to be content with what we have and make the most of it. When life gives you lemons, make lemon muffins. Too right. Pardon my Eosian, but what in the seven hells are you on about? And who are you, anyway? Cooking Way at your service. I'm here to help prepare for the trip to the moon. And once you get there, you'll be able to try my carrots. I've been growing all different kinds. But don't worry, there'll be room for your crops, too. We'll work together to preserve as many of Aetheris' species as possible, if you're up to the challenge. Yes, of course. I look forward to it. Well, this has all been highly productive. Probably. Let's go and see if Urianger and the others have run out of machinery to inspect, shall we? Probably. It's probably productive. Sorry, my nose is suddenly just being awful. Don't know why. It was totally fine when we started. Okay, so where are we going? Cooking Way, where are you? Back there. Huh. Okay. Do. Where is he? Oh, a little further. There we are. That was most enlightening, especially the part with the lemon muffin. Actually, I was wondering, do you know of any other places famed for their cuisine? Limsa is home to the Culinarians Guild and many less than savory establishments. The Far East is oodles of noodles. Send him to the Far East. Get some noodles. Would that I had time to visit. The more I learn of Aetheris, the more I wish we could spare it from the final days. Alas, Heidelin's orders are to flee, not to resist. If only there was some other way. only. Alright, let's take another short little break. Just a few more minutes. And then we will be right back. Intermission number 2 for the puppies. Alright, I'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome, welcome. It's just a quick little break. I topped off my drink. So cute. That was a cute little journey. So let's see what's the next port. What's happening? Sage Council. Alright, everybody getting together. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ooh, hi. Thank you, Latios. I want to show you something. Hopefully my dogs don't get too crazy. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. There's going to be a glare, but it's a clock that my brothers went to an anime convention, and one of them got it for me. It's got, I don't know if you can, there's too much glare, but it's got the scions as like the digits. So cute. Oh. But yeah, there's and Hiroshima. But it's got Alfie, Alize, Thancred, Emmerich, Y'shtola, Hiroshima, Graha, and Minfilia in it. And it's so cute. But my dog think it's a toy, of course. Yeah, it was very sweet. And my brother got me, my other brother got me this little keychain. It's a bunny rabbit from, and it's like a character from Trigun, the anime Trigun. Oh, no. Stop. It's okay. Come on. Sorry, my dogs are now excited. Like I said, they think it's a toy. Sorry, buddy. Did I scare you? Okay. Go right up. Alright, but yeah, I've wanted to show that to you before, and I was like, oh, well, right now, before we get back into it. Hi, Dave! Anyways, let's get back into it. But yeah, so cute. And it should work because it just needs a battery. But I'm excited for that. I want to get like a pegboard or something for behind here and kind of like rearrange things so that like you guys can see more of a display behind me. But that's a future thing that will happen someday. Burr, I trust thy time at Mariel agronomics did bear fruit. Our own efforts, too, were rewarded. We now possess an embarrassment of educational riches. No doubt our guests' relentless pursuit of knowledge could occupy them, and us, for a fortnight. Alas, time is of the essence. Let us return to Charlie and Hamlet forthwith. I shall gladly attend to each and every Loporrit there, should further questions within my power to answer arise. Attend to every Loporrit? You're just the bunny whisperer. Aww. Oh, he says, but I was having fun. So cute. I love them so much. So much. Twos. They hanging out. Aww. Yes, Burr, that was indeed me verbalizing a sigh to express my emotional state. Do you want to know why? Because I saw the reconstructed environmental data for Aetheris at Logisticon Alpha, that's why. I know, right? It's... I love, like, it's the mix of, like, old and new. Like, old, like, and futuristic. I don't know. It's cool. Hi, Tony! You made it! A forest so lovely and so leafy. All of your forests like that. Oh, this is the poor forest one. The little babies. The Black Shroud is quite leafy indeed, and a place of utmost tranquility. They're verdant, at least. The trees of Dravania stand particularly proud. You should see the forest of the first. One was purple. I want to talk about that one. Gasp! Gasp, I say! With the star so wonderful, it comes as no surprise that you're reluctant to leave it behind. I was a fool to think otherwise, to assume that the moon was something worth being proud of. How ridiculous we must seem to you, trying so hard yet achieving so little. Poor bunnies. I felt so bad for them before, and now they're realizing it. My heart. Not at all. Thy works are no less worthy for their uniqueness. I thought I heard tiny voices. Thancred. Thancred. Tancred. How didst thou fare? Oh, I was able to glean a fair bit from the researchers while helping to move their cargo. Preparations have proceeded without interruption here, despite news of the coming end. We have the forum's leadership to thank for that. That doesn't mean people aren't worried, though. Quite the opposite. Knowing disaster could strike at any moment, they hurry to complete their work, equally aware that a single error could be the difference between life and death, and we can hardly tell them there's no cause for concern. Perhaps not. Though, aided by our goodly growing way, we may yet find other ways to lighten their burden. Me? Be of use to people? I'm honored that you would think me so capable, but I'm not sure that I'm up to the challenge. Thank you! That was, they were gifts. Dave got me, like, half of them, and then Latios gave me the other half. It was very sweet. Now I'm all geared up and good to go for our treasure maps on Saturday. Nevertheless, I believe in thee. If you say so, I suppose it can't hurt to try. I passed someone moping in the Western Plaza that looked to be in need of a helping paw. Perhaps you might start with him. Tis as good a place as any. Come. I love him. I love Urianger so much. Oh, he's so sweet to all the little beings. Yes, Sage Council. All right. Oof! What is it? Oh no! What does that mean? Oof! His green hair. Oh, can I help you? It is you who would help me. Is my anxiety truly so obvious? Oh no, yes, everybody get your tissues. A burden shared is a burden eased. Pray tell us of any troubles. That's so funny, Sean. Those little fellows do look like good listeners. I'm an engineer, you see, and what they say of the ship, that it's the sum of decades of Charlian ingenuity, that it's built with peerless Allegon technology, is all true, but... I know. None of that's a guarantee. We've never before launched a starfaring vessel, let alone flown it in the great expanse. All the tests we've run have been on the ground. Only operational personnel and cargo will be aboard for the first voyage, but even so. If it fails us then, what can we do? And if it doesn't, it could fall apart on the next flight, or the one after that. We've done everything we can to prevent that from happening, but it hardly matters. We thought the ether motor's design was flawless too, and look how that turned out. Thou art familiar with these most daunting technologies, and thus dost thou hold the power to allay his fears.
Oh, hi. I'm not sure about that, but... well... maybe you could tell me if there are any aspects of the ship's design that you're especially worried about.
Our ability to walk about and perform our tasks, for one. I've devised a means by which to employ gravity, a spatio-temporal spell to regulate the environment. But what if that's not strong enough? What if everyone floats away and begins crashing into things as soon as we've left the star? That is a predicament.
Aha, gravitation. Maybe I can be of help after all. Up there is not so different from down here, you see. The same rules apply, and if you consider them as part of one great big cosmos rather than separate places...
Aww. I suspect both parties shall find comfort in this conversation. Yet if Thungren's tale be true, still others would benefit from insights born of experience. Might I prevail upon the Loporrits to attend them?
An excellent idea, if I do say so myself. There is naught we'd like more than to use the hearts of the fine people of Etheris and learn more about them while we're at it.
He is... full glad am I to hear it. Gather thy companions and bring them hither. Burr, thou hast a gift for finding souls in need of succor. Pray, seek thee out the distressed and the apprehensive, and inform them that help is at hand. I shall await them here, that I might introduce each to a suitable Loporrit. So funny. So cute.
Oh, I do look forward to that. A place for every Loporrit and every Loporrit in their place.
Holy moly, 0 out of 8? We have to find a lot of people. They're basically everywhere. Let's see. Unconcerned cleaner. Well, he doesn't look like he needs help. Apologies, but I am awaiting a delivery. Whatever it is, we'll have to wait. Seems this cleaner is too busy to chat for his benefit or otherwise. Yeah, you can just tell by his name. I don't know about that. We'll go through here. That guy was a bundle of positivity. This is the part where you have to find people? Yes. Lots of people. 0 out of 8. Man. Concerned? Nay, there's no point in worrying at this stage. It'll only make the work go that much slower. This woman seems to be coping well. Aha, anxious engineer. Perfect. Come talk to some rabbits. What am I thinking about? The medical facilities on the ship, of course. I designed them with the assistance of our sages and chirurgeons, but to imagine every illness or injury that one might face in that great expanse is beyond any of us. To say nothing of the effects that living out there indefinitely might have on the body. The cruise from the moon! Why did I not think of that? Nice. Capricious researcher. Aha! Ha ha! The end of the world is nigh, yet the work goes no faster. Schedules are such temperamental things. Feasible one moment, utter bollocks the next. And yet I've never felt so alive. This one is beyond your help. Only sleep can save her now. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm headed that way. I'm gonna be loopy like her soon. I have not been getting much sleep lately because I keep like staying up too late. I'm like, what time is it? Oh, it's midnight. Holy crap! And then I wake up at 7. And so I'm like slowly just going crazy. Yes you idiot! Have you seen an envelope lying about? What the heck? Excuse you, sir! Nice jacket, but rude. This imbecile refuses to give me the alchemic order I ordered without that bloody slip of parchment. Unless your friends have a spell to make me remember where I dropped my damned envelope, I doubt they'll be more help than you. And you've wasted enough of my time already. It would be unfortunate for all involved to inflict this man upon the Loporrits. Seriously, I think he's the worst person we've met in this game. Miserable. My face? What's wrong with my... Ow! Perhaps I am a bit tense. I was tasked with ensuring that the proper fauna, and only the proper fauna, are brought with us to the moon. However, the suitability of a few species is still under debate, and I can hardly make the decision myself when I know so little about the environment up there. Including the Loporrits in our discussion is a wonderful idea. I absolutely will, thank you. Perhaps their biology itself might offer some clue as well. Good. Wow, we've gotten 2. Holy moly. Ponderous mathematician, maybe. ... Consult our collaborators? I suppose that would be more effective than sitting here brooding. I'm attempting to calculate how much cargo we can consolidate into fewer trips. Should the ether burner make our original estimates unfeasible? But there are simply too many variables. I feel as if my brow will turn inside out. But perhaps our lunar associates will have more insight into how much weight constitutes too much weight for our purposes. Thank you for letting me know. Sean, well, you're not alone. How might I help you? Oh, they're occupied. They're probably not going to need help. My, what a lovely idea. I too noticed people becoming rather tense. I rushed out to pick some fresh and fragrant tea leaves. Now I need only track down 100 or so cups. But don't you worry, I can manage. I hope your plan to cheer everyone up goes well. The woman is doing better than you are. Way to rub it in, game. Dang. I'm trying my best. Anyone hiding back here? No. These tiny trees are very cute. Harried etherologist. Wait a second. Oh my goodness, so cute. Blasted assistants! Where have they gone off at a time like this? Oh my goodness. That's so cute. I would love shrubs like that along my driveway. Beg pardon, but I have not the time for idle chit-chat. I need to reconfirm that ether levels are consistent throughout the vessel's machinery, and it seems I shall have to do so single-handedly. I swear when I find those assistants of mine. What about the Loporrits? The Loporrits are willing to help. Why didn't you say so? At least they won't moan about how they checked 24 times already and haven't slept in weeks. Lazy sods. Oh my gosh, only 4 more. Where, oh where can these scholars be? Oh where have they gone? This way? Not that way. Final Fantasy 16 or Final Fantasy 14? We're playing Final Fantasy 14 right now. But I want to play Final Fantasy 16. Eventually. Also, welcome in, Ghostface. They are playing hide and seek with me, Arabelle. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, we've been playing for a little over a year now. It's good. I love this game. Let's see. I was never very good at hide and seek. This is not cool. Yeah, I don't think we... Steady current. I thought it said steady content. Which is the name of the one website I write content for. I was like, what? Calm researcher. I don't think this one's gonna need help. Worries. No, I believe I'm fine, thank you. I've been confiding in my colleagues and it's helped a lot. Can't recommend it enough. This researcher already has the support she needs. Yes, she does. Nope, I am 1 away from it though. So no spoilers in the chat, please. We're in Endwalker right now. Have you heard anything of what's on the moon? I have no doubt that we can make it up there, but the searching for a new star part of the plan sounds awfully vague to me. I asked the forum, but they will only tell us that our collaborators have everything under control. Forgive me, but I don't feel particularly safe wandering through the sea of stars. Oh, God knows what, made by God knows who. Well, why don't you go talk to some rabbits? They will surely calm you down. I was always better at hiding than seeking. But I guess that is why that they're making us do that.
You mean to say that I can speak with them directly? Amazing. I hope they like questions. Oh my gosh. 3 more? What the heck? Sorry. Doggy. 3. I guess we'll go this way. Not that way, so now we'll cut back this way. Oh wow, yeah, it's they revamped it a lot from the OG version. Yeah, it's definitely different and it's definitely really good. So I recommend that if you do get around to getting it, that you should definitely play it because it's really fun. And the storyline's great. I mean, if you're a fan of Final Fantasy, you'll really enjoy Final Fantasy 14. There. Oh, there's one. Let's try this one first. Tired Gleaner, you look like you could use a chat with some buddies. Is anything bothering me? Well, I've been loading cargo for bells now, so my back feels like a void sense played it as a piano. My feet and knees as drums and cymbals too. Oh, he seems fine if in need of a break. Okay, well. Ah, well that's good to know then, Ghostface. It's the same as my YouTube name, berrrlynn. I couldn't think of anything interesting. Just leave me to my misery. The forum can appoint someone else. I apologize. I simply don't know what to do. How am I supposed to pilot the Ark if I'm already falling apart under the pressure? Go talk to some buddies. You know a starship pilot that I might speak with? Truly. Well, then there's no time to waste. They can help me prepare for this monumental task. Gosh, 2. I thought we had 1 more. Hi, Latios. Not really. Just chatting, just still searching for some scholars. Did we go up here already? I think this is where that one guy was, isn't it? Well, yeah, it was where he is. So over this way, maybe. We're almost there. We need 2 more. Yes. That's true. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I guess because they can go up to like level 100. I guess. I don't know. It's funny. 56 bunches of weed in the ground. 56 bunches of weeds. Rip one out, add to the mound. 55 bunches of weeds in the... Eep, I'm not neglecting my duties, I swear. I was in need of a little break, you see, but then I found myself unable to relax at all, so I went on a walk and then I noticed these weeds and... pleasant conversation partners and oh so fuzzy. Goodness me, that does sound like a much better way to relax. I mean, I would love to just hang out and chat with some buddies. That is a lot of weeds. She's been having fun. She's pulling them out of the ground, surely. Right? Get past the weeds, go to the flowers. Yeah, same here. Kind of reminds me of my grandmother. Not that she would be distracted and looking for weeds, but my grandmother has an uncanny knack of finding four-leaf clovers. So, like, whenever we would have, like, you know, get-togethers and we'd be outside, she would often get distracted by clover patches to find clovers. Yeah. Oh wow, that's a bummer, Ghostface. At least it's fun to play, so it won't be so bad to have to re-record. Aw, that's so sweet, Sean. I think that's such a cool talent. Oh my gosh, where's this last person? Oh my goodness. This is the worst when there's one person left. Absolute worst. I know we've been here, so we're just gonna keep going. We didn't go down this way before, but I think we've been in the center here, so we're just gonna keep going through all the areas. Lay down. That's so funny. My grandmother would often find pennies on the ground, and then she would say that penny poem. She'd usually give the pennies to me. Can you go in the buildings in here? I have not, because, I didn't think I could go into these buildings. But let me see. Well, you could go in that one. Oh yeah, well, that's what makes games fun, is the emotions that come with it. Well, they do. Every door. Craft and gather deliveries? Where is that? Over this way by the hammer? In here? Yeah, it doesn't hurt to try going into the places, because usually there's somebody hidden inside. What? Well, how do I get the person if I haven't talked to them?
Do you know which NPC it is? Like what quest I'm supposed to talk to get that thing started? Is it this vexed veterinarian? No, I don't think so. Oh yeah, Jesse is a great character. Yeah, I've played all of Final Fantasy VII. I gather, well that's weird. Why would they do that? To get the last one? Oh no. Baxter, stop. So wait, I can't get access to the area where this last person is until I've unlocked an area, but I can't unlock the area unless I have a crafter or gatherer equipped? Oh, well that's what I thought he was talking about. I'm like, well, where is this other person then? Just somewhere around here? Maybe one of these buildings? Sorry, I got confused. Is it this distressed chef who's not highlighted? I don't know, I'm just gonna grab this quest. They have armor. Heavens forfend to think this would happen in my kitchen, the nerve! Oh, you there, yes you. You've the look of a woman who knows what she's about, and I'm in desperate need of one such as you. Picked myself a bushel of very ergonomics apples, but what did you know? Some nasty mandragora swiped those red beauties from under my nose. Not sure how they got in here in the first place, but that's besides the point. I could well try to steal them back myself, but goodness knows how many hours it'd be before I stumbled upon that blasted bandit. I'm only one woman. I can't cover all that ground by myself, so be a friend and help me get my apples back, would you? I just knew you'd oblige me. Okay, I will get them back eventually. I might be just really bad at this. I did say I was bad at hide and seek. I am quite bad at hide and seek. In video games especially. Finding things? No way. Let me see. No. I'm an aura. And a warrior. What the heck? Maybe... Can I get here? Nope. Okay, politician. I feel like we ran past this place 500 times. But we might have missed it. Yep. Don't you worry, we're gonna find it. It's just gonna probably be in the most obvious spot that I've run past 30 times. Baby. I don't know, I doubt they're out of this place, but you wouldn't. I wouldn't be. Wouldn't be surprised. Be easier if I could fly, then I'd have an aerial view. This makes it harder. I think I went by at least behind most of them, so I'm gonna try going around one more time and seeing. There! We needed a bird's eye view! Hyperventilating engineer. This is the last one. Thank goodness. By the gods, my chest is tight. Am I dying? Is this what dying feels like? No, man, it's okay. Just go talk to some cute buddies. Oh, do pardon me. I didn't see you there. There's no cause for concern, I assure you. No cause for concern, even though we may need to depart at any moment. And if the hull I designed buckles under the strain, the entire vessel may explode on launch, claiming countless lives and dooming all mankind. But that's highly unlikely. Yes, yes, highly unlikely. Highly. Our visitors can help me triple check for structural flaws, you say? Why, that would be wonderful. I'm breathing more easily already. Oh my goodness. Thank gosh. Gotta get used to being able to run and mount at the same time. That's awesome. Aw, look at everybody. This is so sweet. Behold, Burr. Through thine efforts, word hath spread throughout Labyrinthos. Verily, to a far greater number than we anticipated. Living Way doth gather more Loporrits as we speak. I shall assign each in accordance with their skills, that new bonds of friendship might be forged. Should greater matters require not thine attentions, watch over them, I prithee. Okay. Uh-oh, something bad's gonna happen.
So much in, well, in forever.
Lively, isn't it? The town is abuzz. Everyone eager to meet with our friends from the moon.
'Twould behoove you to consult with Sleeping Way. As our moon's pilot, his advice should be most pertinent.
Oh, okay. That's a good way to think about it.
I'm impressed.
Little buddy.
Truth be told, I struggle to tell one from another. No offense intended, of course.
That is racist, that cred.
None taken. After you and your friends left Mare Elementorum, we spent no small amount of time with your Urianger. Oh, the conversations we had. He told us all about Atheris, answered our every question, no matter how trifling or trivial. Look! Every page filled to the margins with knowledge. When I first arrived, I was struck by how little I knew. It was daunting. But then I realized that, were it not for Urianger and his teachings, we'd still be stuck on the moon, gazing at your world and wondering what we've been missing.
He the bestest.
What would they think if they could see Urianger now? I dare say they'd be more than a bit surprised. And impressed, no doubt. Master Louisoix, Minfilia, Papalimo, and not to forget,
That's true, Arabelle. They all are
Oh,
very
there.
similar.
Heard there was a visiting expert who we might bother with a few questions. I take it you'd be the one.
Who's this guy?
Yes, I am. Wilson and Blovida, Sharlayan's foremost researchers in the field of teleportation magic, and Moonbreeder's parents.
Oh no! Ah, well, he said he wanted to visit
some
them.
time. Tis good to see you in good health.
Oh.
Likewise, old friend. Blovida and I were most honored to answer the call. Never expected this reunion, though, did we, dear?
Oh, Dave.
I'll say, the nerve. Sending that letter, then running off to the gods know where. Do you have any idea how worried we were?
I'm sorry. 'Twas remiss of me not to deliver the news in person.
Yeah.
No, more than that. 'Twas I who...
Our daughter was disillusioned after Master Louisoix left her behind. The day the Scions called upon her was the happiest I'd seen her in years. She made her every choice of her own free will. No one could have ever forced her to do otherwise. Don't blame yourself for her death. Celebrate her life. You know that's what she'd want.
If there is one thing we resent you for, it was that we could not be there to mourn her with you.
No.
Reading the words you penned in that shaky hand, we must have cried as much for you as we did for her.
You're hurt. Aww.
I'm sorry. I truly am.
He did. Aww.
I knew not what to say. Knew not how to express my feelings. The poems and platitudes of wiser men, musings on sadness and loss, studied and memorized, and meaningless in the moment.
Silly boy. We are all powerless before such grief. Even now, try as I might, the words escape me.
Oh my goodness.
But
So
in our
sweet.
hearts, we know. We always know.
I remember when you were young. How the lads teased you for choosing the company of books over others.
She did die very fast. It was very sad.
Our moon didn't take kindly to that. Be nice to Urianger, she'd shout, and give them a walloping. No matter how many times we scolded her.
No.
So we offered a suggestion. Rather than starting fights, why don't you be the bridge between Urianger and the others? She had to mull it over for a while, arms crossed, brow furrowed in intense thought. But from that day on, she never let you be alone. She'd drag you outside to play, pepper you with endless questions, read the same books you read, all to try and understand you that much better. I'm sure it was annoying and exhausting at the time, but she only ever had the best of intentions.
Oh, it's so sweet.
And look at you now, at the center of the crowd. The reason there even is a crowd, having brought these people together. You've no idea how proud we are.
To see the boy, our daughter, trusted and believed in more than anyone, grow into the man she always knew he could be. I can see her in you too. Feel her. She walks with you wheresoever you go. So thank you, Urianger, for being who you are.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so sweet. I'm so glad that...
I think I can feel her too.
Yeah, where's all the onions? Get out of here.
The truth of her life. Not sorrow, but hope and love.
This moon breeder, she was important to him, wasn't she?
You could ask the man himself.
Oh, no. But watching this exchange reminds me how much I've yet to learn about your
That's so
world.
sweet.
And its people.
I'm so glad that they put that in there. That was perfect. He needed to hear that. That's so sweet.
You can live here your entire life and hardly learn a thing.
Truth.
And that's why it's too soon for this to end.
Those onion ninjas, they get you every time. Hey, Animal Man. It's such a good scene. Oh my goodness. Oh. That was perfect. That's so sweet. Oh, Burr, be assured that I am fine. I am. So glad to see them too, after so very long. Gladder still that it was in your company. As difficult as it was to accept their kindness, would have been far harder had I faced them alone. Perfect. Alright, Aramel. Well, we're gonna... It's actually perfect timing, because we're gonna end now, but thank you so much for hanging out with me, Aramel. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow, too. It's raid night tomorrow. Gosh, I love this game so much. Like, the characters are also good, and they know how to balance those funny moments with the really serious moments, or the emotional, sad, not sad, I don't know. That was very cathartic moment. But the writers know how to do that. I can see why this expansion is a lot of people's favorites. It's very good. Very good. Man. But I will... It's raid night tomorrow. So if anybody wants to raid with us, stream is at 8 o'clock and we'll start raiding around 8:30. We're doing the Valis raid, I think, tomorrow. Ivalis? I don't know how to say the word. Stormblood raid. But yeah, so we're doing that tomorrow. Saturday we're doing treasure maps. So if you want to join in that, same time. Midgard Swarmer. Yes. Oh my gosh, Dave. Well, now at least I can prepare 4 more. That's good to know. Alright, well, don't forget to like this video Subscribe if you haven't yet. Follow on Twitch if you're over there. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern. Alright. Bye.